Hi, Professor Carruthers, Professor Castanon. My name is Nicholas Charlet, and the Parking Pirate Group wanted to show you a short demo of what we came up with, the mobile app we came up with. We based this concept on sort of the idea that in large urban cities, a main problem is that during busy hours of the day, people are looking for parking, they can't find it, and they just drive around for lengths of times where they basically waste their time. So what we wanted to do was come up with a solution to this problem, to connect people that were parked with those people that were coming into the city and were looking for a parking spot. And if in some way we could make them connect and they could trade parking spots, then you could make this process much more efficient. People would waste a lot less of their time. So here, when you start the app called Parking Pirate, you have two different options. The first is P. It starts for parking, which is so when you've parked your car, this is what you would click. And so if we click into this, which is the first option, you can set an estimated departure time. So if you're about to leave at 5:30 p.m., that's the time you would set. And then you would have this option to drop a parking pin. And this was basically a pin that would be dropped on a map, which you'll see later on. I'll display it in the demo. By pushing this button, you would drop a pin at the location where you are parking. Before you leave your vehicle to go shopping or to do whatever you're going to do in the city, you drop the pin. So you click push. Now going back to the main menu, let's say I'm leaving my house and I'm driving towards the city and I'm looking for a parking spot, then I would click drive. I'm starting to drive and I'm looking for a parking spot. In this case, what I would do is in step 1, I would choose my destination. In this case, you'd say I was going to Fenway Park, and I wanted to get there I was going to get there around 5:30 p.m. And yeah, so I can click find parking, and it'll find me a parking spot. And yeah, so let me just go ahead and click. So here, the blue pin shows me Fenway Park. So that's the location I'm trying to get to. And then surrounding Fenway Park are locations, see Boylston Street or maybe Commonwealth Avenue, different places where people are parked and where they've dropped their pins. And so these are potential parking spaces that we could find. So here is a list of where you go. If we'd had a bit more time, what we would have wanted to implement is to be able to choose one of these parking spots and then be able to some way communicate, let the person looking for a spot and the person who is parked, let them communicate in some way or form so that they can come to an understanding. And maybe, for instance, the person who was parked would be willing to wait a few minutes if he got a few dollars in exchange. So maybe there could be a little money exchange if that were necessary. But yeah, generally I think you understand the general concept of our app. So yeah, thank you for your time.